Hi, my name is Ryan Fernando. I am a sports nutritionist and the founder of Quant Nutrition Clinics. I'm also the author of my latest book called Eating Secrets of Champions. I wrote this book after many years of being a nutritionist and having success with a lot of film stars, sports stars, and common people like you and me because I felt that not everyone can come to me for a nutrition counseling. I also felt that a lot of athletes get overwhelmed by the nutritional advice we give them in a one-year program. So I thought, let me pen down my 10 years of experience with high-end athletes on simple tips that I used to give in counseling. And when I began to write this book, I realized that sports nutrition is really technical and people like me as scientists want to make it even more technical. And then I thought, what's my job responsibility? My job responsibility is to change the way a person eats for performance. Now you could be doing performance for life in a normal life, like I'm a 44-year-old executive in my nutrition clinic and I want to eat for performance because I want to feel young, look young, be able to counsel for 8 hours a day, talk to my clients for 5 hours a day and still come back home with the energy for my kid. Or you could be a 9-year-old kid who is planning to become the next Roger Federer. So I decided to write this book from the heart with a simplicity, keeping it very simple. And my professor in college told me, KISS, keep it simple and stupid. So I decided to come up with a book which has about 10-15 chapters, about 100 pages of golden information which I believe might change the way you eat. That was the first thing. The second thing is when I made this book and I went to the publishers, they said the book is too colorful. We cannot afford to print it because nobody will buy it. And I made it colorful because I believe the athlete has a shorter spectrum of concentration to read something. So I really made it colorful in terms of the layout. We spent weeks on a page. My publisher, currently the person who designed the book and printed for me, went crazy because every time I said, no, this layout is not correct. And she was like, but everyone's just going to read it. And I said, you do not understand. I've been working with athletes. I've been working with children. Children need pictures. Children need simple text. Athletes need simple text. So that's what I went and did. And if your child is playing 2-3 hours a day, this is a wonderful book to get them because in each of it, as a parent, you can pick up this and let me just read this for you. The discipline of eating right. Eating the right food at the right time in the right quantity is sports nutrition. Sports nutrition will guarantee you a better performing body. Now, if I read this to a 10-year-old over and over again like a bedtime story, I am hoping that in addition to buying the most expensive racket or expensive shoes, they also want to put the best quality food inside of you. And another one is small tidbits, and there are detailed chapters in between. Okay, there are quite a lot of detailed chapters in which I've used large fonts so it's safe on the eyes of the children. They can read it slowly and no chapter is in a sequence, so you can just pick up the book randomly and keep reading it at any point of view. And I always like, this is my favorite one. Okay, think of your dream car. Think of your dream car, and then the dream car is, what's mine? Mine's a Porsche 911. I've always wanted a Porsche 911 and hopefully one day I'll be able to own a Porsche and I'd have a separate cloth to clean the tires and separate cloth to clean the screen and special fuel and special oil. And how would you fuel this car? Kerosene or high octane fuel? Now think of your body as a Ferrari or a Porsche 911. This is what I tell my athletes. Okay, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Mercedes-Benz. Would you fuel your dream car with the wrong foods? And this is what's happening. We're talking about sending our athletes abroad for coaching. We're talking about sending our athletes to the best of coaches, best of physiotherapists, best of trainers. But what are we doing at a grassroots level? When you're young, 9 to 16 years of age, are you learning the eating secrets of champions? Are you learning to practice that? Because you're going to be eating 4, 5, 6, 7 meals a day, different types of snacks. Pre-training, during training, post-training, so much. And I believe that even if you're a fitness warrior, there are tips in this that can help you. At the end of the day, I've got an e-copy download for everybody who's global out there. It's my sweat and blood of about 10 years. I do hope you decide to buy a copy. I'm going to be listing in my website the reviews. I recently got goosebumps and I'm getting it right now as I tell it to you. I had a nutritionist who bought the book for her to learn for her counselings. And she said my 11-year-old daughter picked it up because she was at work and says she already read the first 3 chapters before she came home, and she was so excited because the daughter really liked the engagement of the chapter. So if I could have kept it simple for an 11-year-old, what I'm hoping is that anyone who picks up this book, irrespective of your age, I believe that there are going to be some key tips that are going to change the way you eat. And for me, that's not a diet. For me, that's behavioral modification. So I wrote this book to change your behavior or thought process for eating healthier. It's available at www.ryanfernando.in, where you can buy a hard copy. I've got limited edition because when the publishers don't want to spend a lot of money on this beautiful coffee table book, it's a huge task for me to have gone and done it solo as a printing. But it's my work, it's my sweat and blood, and it's 999 rupees. For those of you abroad who want the hard copy, get in touch with my team on Facebook and tell us where you are. We'll figure out the delivery courier cost to your country, and we'll let you know. And if you're okay with it, then we'll guide you on how you can make a payment to receive it in your country. I've just printed a limited run of 500 books. The rest are going to be ebooks to save paper on the planet. But excellent gift this Diwali for family, friends and your children. This is Ryan Fernando, your nutrition coach, saying if you like what you've heard in this video, please share it to your loved ones. Better still, make my Diwali and buy a book. God bless.